Okay, so first, apologies. I said that Jerry won the veto and it was Jessie. Instead, either I read it wrong or someone wrote it wrong on one of the forums. Either way, it was still Brian being put up on the block. And how much did you love that? I am gonna, wait, first, maybe, I have to read. That's the issue. I'm gonna leave it on. I know it's glary, I'm sorry. And I wrote some notes during the game because, oh my goodness. First of all, has Brian ever watched the game? I'm not sure if he's watched the game. You know, he was going around saying that, you know, he's fairly certain that Rennie is going to self-destruct. Let's just let her go and let her play her time out or whatever. We need to really work at getting people out that need to be gotten out. And he wanted Jessie out. But if you really watch this game, year after year after year, people have said, just let it go, just let them go. They'll get themselves out. But those are the crazies that are left at the very end because people want to be up against the crazy so that they can win. You know, it's like, yeah. That's how they do it at, well, you know, at Survivor, it's always vote out the strongest anyway, you know. But Big Brother is so different, you know. It's just all kinds of stuff. But what about April and Ollie? That was just so cute, you know, and it was so sad that she felt so played by him. And I'm glad that actually it came out. Libra is going to be a fierce competitor, people. You know, it seems like she's ready to call a spade, and she's not afraid to go at it head on. She's going to be someone to watch very closely. The veto competition, the honey and feathers. Now, I don't know, that's nothing like any kind of honey that I've ever seen in my lifetime. That was thick. Yikes. But yeah, Memphis did do a good job on there, you know. I mean, he's definitely going to have to be careful. People are going to see him as a threat. And, you know, as much as Jessie continues to say, you know, I hope people aren't you know, intimidated by my physique. Why then does he wear the you know, the muscle necked you know, shirts that show everything? Why even wear a shirt, you know? And then he finishes and then he tears his shirt like, you know, the big old muscle man that he is. Yeah, I hope people aren't intimidated by my muscles and physique. So let's show it off 24/7. Fool. Okay, so Libra totally called out Brian. The girls are seriously not stupid this year. I mean, seriously. Even though April wanted to continue to believe that Ollie would never do her that way. Hello? You've known each other 48 hours. What makes you think, just because you have a physical attraction, that, you know, that physical attraction is going to be worth more than $500,000? Have you never watched the game? So as soon as that happened, you notice how Ollie flipped sides immediately. I mean, immediately he flipped with the girls. That was interesting, very interesting. And he immediately goes to Memphis to tell him what's going on. When the 8 people ambushed Jerry, I think they went about it wrong, and it was almost as if it was an attack, and he was immediately put on the defensive. And that's going to be interesting to watch. It's going to be interesting to see how well he's going to be able to play after this. You know, everyone said that they wouldn't put him up next week, but yeah, that's going to be very interesting to see. I really do think so. Libra's final words of "he was a mystery, now he's history," that really got me going. And I think that Brian has very massive sized balls. You know, the entire time he's talking like he's the puppet master. You know, the entire time you know, he's telling everyone that he's pulling the strings, that he's got Jerry, you know, dangling. And then even when he gets nominated, he turns around and says, it ain't over yet. I've got many more, moves to play. Yeah, he's got big balls, people. I wouldn't put it past him being able to flip it around and get Rennie out. I mean, I know that they all really want him out for being a weasel, but if Rennie is smart, she will shut the hell up. That lady, she don't make any sense. None. No sense whatsoever. Tonight's episode was really exciting, so I can barely wait to see tomorrow's episode. And I might be here if I get the eviction up, fast enough, or if I find out fast enough. But tomorrow's going to be a very busy day, so if I can't do the scoop and spoil it for you all, I'll be back with some thoughts and whatnot. See you then. Bye.